put this on Do Not Disturb.
Taking mine, they bossed up on the grind with that money on my mind. Epiphany in this. If you think you taking mine, I'm on my CEO while I done switched up the flow. Be ready to get the beat up for whatever you taking mine. They bossed up on the grind with that money on my mind. Epiphany in this. If you think you taking mine, I'm on my CEO while I done switched up the flow. Be ready to get the beat up for whatever you taking mine. They bossed up on the grind with that money on my mind. Epiphany in this. If you think you taking mine, I'm on my CEO while I done switched up the flow. Be ready to get the beat up for whatever you taking mine. They bossed up on the grind with that money on my mind. Epiphany in this. If you think you taking mine, I'm on my CEO while I done switched up the flow. Be ready to get the beat up for whatever you taking mine. They bossed up on the grind with that money on my mind. Epiphany in this. If you think you taking mine, I'm on my CEO while I done switched up the flow. Be ready to get the beat up for whatever you taking mine. They bossed up on the grind with that money on my mind. Epiphany in this. If you think you taking mine, I'm on my CEO while I done switched up the flow. Be ready to get the beat up.
All right. We are live. We are live. We are in the building.
In the building.
So, how is everyone today? Well, I'm really talking to you, co-host. How are you today?
Oh, you say you talking to me? You talking to somebody?
I'm talking to you. How are you today?
Oh, I was like, I'm good. I'm great. It is it's been a good day and a great week. Had a good holiday. My baby was happy, so mommy's happy. I would insert. I'm gonna have to send you the video of my mama reaction to her Christmas gift because you're gonna be like, girl.
Okay, I definitely want to see that. Well,
says call me in.
We want to send out a few more invites. Just a few more.
Finna say I done send out my good old invites.
Okay, well, I feel like that we're pretty much ready to get this thing started. My name is B. Brown, the Revolutionary.
And I am D. Today is December the 28th, last show of the year.
Wow, not the year. Wow, that's pretty awesome.
So let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. This has been an awesome experience, getting this thing started with this show and everything. Let's see. We look like we got some comments.
We got some people in the building.
Hey, let's see. Hey, ladies. Nikki Six, how are you?
Mari says hello, everybody. Y'all heard my baby. I'll be back to him. Take your iPad in the room now. Go ahead. Take it with you. Go ahead, okay? Thank you. Look at my baby just growing up. Mari will be 2 on January the 14th. I'm a mother, period.
Awesome. That is awesome. Honey, yes, we love the kids. We definitely love the kids.
He's definitely the show mascot. Hey, little baby.
Hi, love.
We'll pop in, okay?
Miss Yolanda Coleman says, blessed evening, all. Thank you so much. Shanada said, hey, loves. Thanks, baby. Miss Shakita Richardson. Hi, ladies. Hello, hello, hello. Miss Yolanda, he is deaf to show. Yes. Most deaf.
When you get to talking, it's over with.
Most deaf, baby. But he is definitely our mascot, and we love him because he's the cutest.
And I'm going to stay beside him.
Most definitely. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get this thing started. We're going to get this thing started with our first topic. And our first topic today is Meagan Good divorce. Now, Meagan Good is divorcing after 9 years. Her most recent anniversary was this past June, and her husband filed for a divorce on December 20th. Let's talk about it.
Well, I guess I'm not going to say yes I am. Like I'm not going to say she just played like completely promiscuous roles, but like some of the roles that she played, it wouldn't necessarily make you think that she was a preacher's wife. And unlike a lot of situations, this seems to be a very peaceful situation. um I'm happy for anybody that does what they're wanting to do, but let's normalize people if it's not working out getting divorced. I guess maybe because they are celebrities that it's a big deal, but I saw a post and they're just like, this both something they agreed to come to. They'll always have love for each other, something along those lines. But I'm happy to see something go peacefully. Of course, we're not there. They could be turned up in the back, but we will never really know that. But it seems like they are handling it in a very poised manner as far as how they're going about their business. And I have a lot of respect for them, even though I'm not fully aware of the details of what's going on. But I mean, I respect them for handling that in that way. And, showing that nobody is perfect, not saying either one of them are flawed for getting a divorce, but if that's what they chose to do, I think that that's a good thing and they can do that.
I 100% agree. Miss Yolanda says, sometimes people grow apart. She also says, I really feel like her path and his are no longer the same and they need to go their own ways. And Mr. Shalama says 100. My take on the situation is they handled the situation like adults. I appreciate them coming out, letting us know what it is that, hey, we're getting a divorce. But I can say this, it was not distasteful. Everything went well in the situation. And I'm glad to see that they were able to, leave the situation and not cause, such an uproar in the situation. I agree with you. Love is seasonal.
That is Jeff. Look, that is Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. And we also have a guest wanting to chime in on the situation, Miss Nikki Six. So we'll go ahead and bring her in. Let's bring Miss Nikki Six in on this situation.
Hey, B, what's going on?
Hello.
How y'all doing, ladies? So listen, I was in the process of setting up, tuning in, and I missed the conversation. But I did see the article about Meagan. So tell me where y'all were.
We just were talking about how we're glad that, they came out and with their divorce news, it was very tasteful. It was very tasteful.
Very.
People grow apart. But what we're not going to do is go around and try to make it seem like she a bad person because they are divorcing.
Exactly.
I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, they had what they had for a reason and they departed for a reason. They had nothing bad to say about one another. And I was happy to see that.
Yeah, every divorce and every breakup doesn't have to be ugly. You know what I mean? It is what we make it. But like the saying goes, sometimes soulmates just dissipate. Exactly. It is what it is. People grow apart. Some people have to grow into love and some people grow out of love.
I agree.
Yeah.
And Miss Yolanda said, why does divorce need to be messy? Why can't people separate as friends?
Exactly. And it's bad to say that other races can do that, but we're one race that can't. I know now I'm seeing more of us starting to learn how to co-parent and things like that. But that's something that we as a people need to learn to adapt to, because time brings about change, whether it's in the heart, the mind, whatever. So we have to learn to adapt to change and learn how to agree to disagree without getting foolish and, exploiting people and things like that. It's just, it doesn't make any sense.
I 100% agree.
One last thing I was reading, without knowing that we will be discussing this, is that they pretty much petition to not be in a situation to be offering spousal support. And I was like, well, that's pretty cool, because clearly both of y'all have y'all's own things going on. So they're wanting to protect. I think it was initiated by the husband. Don't quote me, but pretty much what you have is what you have. What I have is what I have. But I think that's a nice move when you can do that.
Exactly.
People aren't able to do that because they'll get married to someone nice and they're like, all right, I'm finna stay at the house. I'm done doing me. But I feel like if I was like, let's say that I married a millionaire today, I'm still gonna run my photography business and I'm still gonna valet. Like, I'm still gonna make sure that I have money coming in to do, if it's things that I want to do, because that's just how I was raised, to make sure that I have my own. And I'm not going to say it's an issue with submission, but to still be able to bring something to the table.
Exactly.
Okay.
And me personally, I feel better knowing that, hey, I'm a part of the table. Actually, I'm not going to even say a part of the table. I got my own table. Meet me with your own. But if that's not the case, you know what I'm saying? As long as you 50-50, bring something to the table. I'm just not one of those that's looking for you to build a whole table and put the food on it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's a problem now, where I think a lot, and I hate to put the music back into it, where a lot of these females get in their minds that, give, but what do you have to offer? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you want this man to give, but what is it that you have to offer?
Okay.
In return? You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. We have a comment from Miss Yolanda. She said, I don't find that to be true, Miss Nikki. It's the relationship and how it ends that causes mess and bitterness, no matter the race of the people. I know a bunch of others with horrendous situations.
No, okay. I'm sorry, Miss Yolanda. I was responding to D. I wasn't going back on the other topic where we were talking about, the breakup and how, we can't get along. I was responding to D, talking about that 50-50 and bringing something to the table. So I apologize, Miss Yolanda.
Okay, we also have Miss Vivian comes in and says compatibility is based on a season. Their season apparently is complete as a union. Apart isn't always the negative, but the most positive and mature decision.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
Most 100. Miss Yolanda also said, so true. People become so complacent in having someone taking 100% care of them. I come with the table, the chairs, and the food.
Right, Miss C. There you go, Miss Yolanda.
I'm rude. I'm 100% rude with that situation. So in the end, we could conclude that every divorce, every breakup does not have to be a situation of I'm mad, you mad, let's fight.
Right. That's the whole point. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to move right on to our next topic. Mr. Desmond TuTu has passed away at 90 years old.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, he was an anti-apartheid and human activist. Apartheid is a policy or system of segregation, something like racism, honey. And he was a bishop, a theologian, a social activist, and an author. This man did a lot of things over there in Africa. Let's talk about it.
Was there any, was it a natural cause?
I'm more than sure it was. I mean, he lived a full life. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling.
And that's a blessing to be able to do so and be able to have an impact on, just different situations and seeing how the world itself, just evolves, because even now it's still so much going on when it comes to equality that when will equality exist type of deal, in my opinion.
Right.
Well, I was just so shocked that one little man could have all those accomplishments. It was so many accomplishments, y'all. I couldn't get into all of it. So
Did you
what
take a
I'm
clip,
going to
B?
say, yes, a lot of them. I just advise everybody to go and do their own research on Mr. Desmond TuTu.
Oh, yes.
And as we are doing that, I'm going to go to these comments. Ashley said, hey, y'all, jumping in late, but we in here. We appreciate you, Ashley.
Hey, Pooh.
Hey,
Yes.
Ashley.
Miss Yolanda said, let them live and love each other as they see fit. Baby, it's exactly. And Ashley is getting a shout out.
Okay.
She said, hey, girl. Hey, mama. Baby,
Y'all
look.
better be coming in here with our weekly regulars. I love it.
Yes, the son of a God, send me back to my mama's belly to sleep forever again, baby. If that's what you need to do, go right ahead, baby. And Yolanda said, Archbishop TuTu was a phenomenal man and did so many wonderful things. He was such a blessing to the world.
Oh,
and
yes.
We're not going to stay on that topic long. I just wanted to let everybody know that a legend has passed. And
Yes,
while we're on
indeed.
passing legends, we're also going to talk about Mr. John Madden has passed away today at the age of 85.
Really?
Yes, Mr. John Madden was an NFL legend.
Yes.
He was a coach and a broadcasting legend as well. His namesake of the famed Madden video game franchise, everybody knows about that.
Mm-hmm.
He dominated as the head coach of the Oakland Raiders. He won Super Bowl 11, finishing with a 103, 32-7 record. And his football video franchise is said to be worth $4 billion.
And they be buying it too. They get it on pre-sale, download it for 2 days. They gonna do it. So y'all keep supporting as y'all look. I'm sure they're gonna even go harder. Watch, they're gonna come out with some sort of special edition for him.
Listen, that man voice is legend. I know it, and I ain't even into football like that, but I know Mr. John Madden. I know him. And I also want to say that I'm glad that people support his video games, for one, because not only are you supporting him, but you are supporting the players as well. And when I say the players, I'm talking about all the players that have come from Alabama, from around the world. Like, I want to see y'all to continue support these men, and because they have families to feed, and they are doing a service to us when they get out there on that field and they running that ball, baby. Because, baby, I love to watch certain players play. I do. And I'm not really a big football fan like that. But when they make it from college, because that's where I really be watching them, to the NFL, I'll watch that team just to see that specific person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Henry from Alabama. Baby, it's been a debate going that he's better than Bo Jackson, honey.
Ooh,
baby, that's a we both right there. Yes. So let's go to some of these comments. Child, they be in line for days. You know they do. Yes. She also said, Ashley and I are always in the building, which is true.
Period.
Ashley says, period. Ashley also comes out with probably going to be a Madden Classics or something with all the old school players and coaches where you can customize the team and coaches, etc. Ashley,
that would be the bomb.
That would be jumping.
That would be the bomb.
Wouldn't it be bomb? We might need to contact them. Ashley, you might need to get a check for that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if they ain't already got it in the works, because them teams, the media teams, they ain't playing around.
Ooh, baby, if I could just get a hold of a piece of a job with one of them, baby. Ooh.
I'm telling you.
Ashley says that's what I would pitch anyways if I was on the marketing team. I know that's real, my girl. Okay. Straight up. Don't do my baby Bo. I love Bo. I love
Bo too. That's why I said, ooh.
He a legend now, but it has been a debate online. Them was not my words, honey. I love Bo. Bo set plenty of records. Miss Yolanda said that game is gonna be off the shelves before it goes on sale.
Oh yeah,
And that's true.
That is so very true. Anybody else got anything else to say about that? Because if not, we're gonna move on to the next topic. All right. So next topic, Lord have mercy.
While you getting ready, Ashley said couldn't read and write too well, but could play all the balls. Ashley, going on now. Cutting up this evening.
Baby, don't start on Kanye.
Yeah,
Yes,
see it up there.
please.
Kanye West buys home across from Kim. Let's talk about it. I ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all start that off.
Listen, I plead the fifth. Bless it.
I just think that's crazy because I'm not sure exactly what I got something to say about it. I'm not sure what concert it was. One of his most recent concerts. He was like, he remixed one of the songs that he made for another celebrity, but he was like, "Come back to me, Kimberly," and I'm just like, Kimberly's in the crowd, brought north, and I guess some of her friends to see it, and she really wasn't stunned that. And now you go and buy this house across the street. Like, is that a part of your co-parenting plan? Like, what you gonna do? Are you even gonna be at that house? Because I know he probably got several other addresses.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be at it like that.
I don't. What happened to them? Why are they not together? Does anyone know?
I think it's because of his mental state, is what I was reading.
That's exactly what.
And this would be one more reason why that she would not want to be with you, because that just sounds crazy.
And I mean, clearly, his actions and just the stuff he's been doing is, I believe that it was because of his mental state. And buying the house across the street kind of proves, you know what I'm saying? He's a little mental. I'm just saying. I can't fathom that, but hey, it is what it is.
That's a bit too much for me.
Yeah, that's a lot.
If we can't live in the same house, why do you think you will need to buy the one across
the street? Right.
Like, can you imagine you going through?
Because when they broke up, he moved way to Wyoming, right?
Yes.
Just to come back to buy the house across the street. That's crazy.
Like, don't know where she lives, but I'm sure it's two different temperatures.
Let's get into these comments for a second. Because I love to show love to our people that's
right
in the building, honey. We appreciate y'all. Okay, Miss Ashley said, "Oh no, I would roll over and damn die if my baby daddy ex moved across the street from me."
Okay,
going back to business, sir.
Let's go now.
Like, scoot the boot now. I don't know about that down there. That's a bit much. Miss Yolanda said, "Kimmy Cakes, better stop playing with that man. I hear he's not playing with your dick. We know this. Ooh, we got a man coming in. He said, this dude is a fool, period. Thank you.
Period.
Thank you. So we got a man's opinion in on the situation.
Right.
Yolanda said he was doing too much with his religious stuff. He said recently he was going to sell all his properties to make churches.
Yeah. I mean,
he wrote a book. He wrote like his own Bible, like in the first. But I'm not even gonna put that on our show. But it definitely switched out some words in the beginning, blank, and I was just like, I got to close this up. I need to scroll past this because I don't even know. It's called the Book of Yeezus or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
This book of Kanye Bible.
In the beginning, Yeezy created the earth, or God created Yeezy, or something. I saw some of that. That's why
disgusting. You playing. You're doing too much.
Yeah, I don't play with all of that right there. So yeah, I'm like you. I'm not gonna repeat everything, but I did read, like
crazy
the first few verses of his Bible. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, he did that.
Oh yeah, B, I'll have to show it to you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not something I would be like, hey, B, let's talk about it. I don't want to talk about that. That's
so
too much.
It's almost to the effect where instead of God is Yeezy or Ye or whatever his name is in the Bible.
And that's crazy.
It's kind of like he replaces God with his name.
So can we read a few of these comments where these people online reacted? because, honey, they not have Kanye know what he doing. Kim and Pete out on dates, and he driving her car, and the next day Kanye got a house across the street.
Yep.
It's getting a little weird.
Yep. Pete, is it Pete Davidson that she's dating?
Yes, Mr. Pete, yes. Honey, the comedian. Men are funny. Kanye spent most of his adult life obsessed with getting Kim Kardashian. He gets her and then proceeds to make their marriage a nightmare by making regular public outbursts specifically to engender disrespect for his wife, saying she considered abortion, etc. Exactly. LOL. You swore up and down Kim made Kanye crazy. No, that baby is just crazy. That Gemini kicking in.
Baby, that twin.
That twin is acting out.
Listen, Kanye no offense crazy. To the other Geminis, but you know, hey.
I love you, Gems, because I got a lot of Gem friends. But baby,
right, you know, I got a lot of Gem friends,
baby. Too, control your twin. Said Kanye crazy AF for buying a house across the street from Kim, but I admire that kind of dedication and energy to getting someone you love back. Might be toxic, but I love it. We're going to read one more and we're going to keep it moving. If Kanye buying a house across the street from Kim Kardashian is not peak mental illness, then I don't know what is. It's giving Peter Guns and Tara Wallace. I'm over it. I'm done.
Finna knock out some of our comments. My mama said, I agree. I'm pretty sure with him being crazy and wild. Ashley said, who is that peeking in my window? Pow.
Nobody now.
And here go Chris. She done put that wop on him, killing myself laughing. Yolanda, I couldn't listen to his album. No, hold on. I couldn't listen to his new album. It's way too much. There are ritualistic wordings and spells in there. I'm God. Ashley says, I talked to one and D can tell you that twin is real and irritating. Girl, Ashley, going on now. Ashley says, I can think about it. And Yolanda says, I don't want anyone to love me that way. It's giving me stalker vibes, and I've been there. No, ma'am. No, sir. Yeah. We don't want you here, so don't move across the street.
Well, we're going to keep the show moving right along with our next topic. Mr. Carlton Banks' family photo goes viral for all the wrong reasons. Let's talk about it. I'm about to pull the picture up, and then you will understand exactly why the people they actually been clowning him. And I have my own opinion on this situation because that's that man family. Why y'all doing it? Let's talk about it.
Well, I have to tend to some business, so I will say what I have to say. Mind y'all business. Why don't y'all mind y'all business? They have 4 beautiful children. Just
what
because
is the problem?
Prince. Because his maybe I feel the issue is because his children are not African American. They are biracial, but that's not nobody's business. Just because he's on Fresh Prince don't mean he have to be Uncle Phil. He still might be giving Uncle Phil vibes. She might be giving Vivian vibes, but y'all are in other folks' business, and I don't like that.
That's why I'm looking at the picture, trying to decipher what's the problem with the picture.
Well, from what I gathered from my information, they were saying that the last 2 don't look like him. They also were saying that he's completely sold out and that he was never in. That's what they are saying about Mr. Banks at this point in time. However, I feel like it's his own business to love who he want to love. That it's not really our business, y'all. I'm just trying to say, let's normalize a person doing what they want to do to make them happy. Can we do that?
Yeah, I can't agree with this one because to each his own.
Okay, so let's get into some of these comments then. Let me see. I've been off Carlton for a while with his stances. Nonetheless, he has a beautiful family. Yeah, they were saying that he was talking about his beautiful Caucasian wife, and that that's what's it, and say he said some derogatory things against beautiful melanated women, but I don't know nothing about that. I'll
Well, he
definitely
wouldn't be the first one.
research. Huh?
Even if he did, he wouldn't be the first one. You know what I mean? Come on now. Who was that just said, was it 50 or Lil Wayne or somebody said they like they women exotic, or he's not the first one.
Baby, your preference is yours.
Your preference is your preference.
Christopher says, Yolanda said, he said some disparaging things about Black women a while ago. With that last baby, Mara definitely said he is not the father. See? DNA will prove it all. This is not none of our business. Exactly. Ashley says, people don't even understand how genetics work for real, for real. What's it matter? Why they can't mind their business? When I got with a Black man, I was flooded with comments and negativity. People calling my baby a mixed breed and mutt and stuff from Black and white communities. Just nasty. Yes. Not the first, nor will he be the last. You don't have to downgrade people to uplift another. Baby, that is so the truth.
Very truthful.
So I'm just, I'm looking at his family, and all I can say is live your life, Carlton, because at the end of the day, people going to talk about you. You're doing good, you're doing bad. Now, if you down here out here talking junk about melanated women, you're wrong for that. However, I don't know anything about that, but don't do that. Let's just not be derogatory towards any race. How about that? Let's go out here and get these people that's just doing wrong and kick them to the curb, period. But let's just leave people alone. Can we do that? Please.
Right.
Yolanda said, child, they call me and mine all kinds of names because of how we look. I don't have time for it all. I don't blame you because they can't tell you what to do. And Ashley says, leave the children out of it anyways. I don't agree with his comments about degrading Black women, but as long as they are happy, leave them alone. Exactly. Ashley said, Mama said, if they talking about you, you doing something right.
Right.
Most 100. Baby, you getting it in if they talking about you now. I'm trying to tell you. Yolanda said, let people love who they love with consent. It's disgusting how people want to run other people's lives. I 100% agree. I just want to take a quick second to thank everybody that's coming through and making their comments. Miss Nikki Sis, thank you for coming through, being a guest on the show today. I know we tried to get you last week and we had a little situation. We had a little situation, but baby, listen, we glad to have you. We're glad to have you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, there's D. D. I'm glad to finally have connected, so I know how to get on the right way now. Yeah, got to work on lighting. That's the next thing.
It's okay. Look, I was in the room with some dark LED lights. It comes with time.
Yeah, like the lights in my house, I just realized are dim in every room for video, so I'm gonna have to get some more lighting.
Vibe.
It's all good, baby. We know you're there and we can hear you, and I actually can see you. So everything
okay.
Everything is good.
Last week I was texting like crazy, and you guys can see my text, and I was saying, "Hey, call me in." Somebody called me. B called me. So yeah, we're good now.
All right, that's what's up. So now we're going to move on to the next topic.
Okay.
COVID-19 Omicron variant symptoms. Okay, I felt the need to bring this to the table only because, as you can see, the numbers are spiking again.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm just going to share this information with the people. So just in case purposes, because everybody does not have symptoms. And if you don't have symptoms, you still might need to if you're not feeling well, just go get tested just to make sure. As you can see, that headline says Alabama COVID-19 cases rise ahead of New Year's Eve. So I'm going to read off some of these symptoms. Nasal congestion, cough, sinus pressure, scratchy sore throat, fatigue or tiredness, and runny nose. Now that sounds like a sinus infection, don't it?
Yeah.
So it's really hard to tell if that may be something that you even have at this point. So how do y'all feel about that?
It definitely sounds a little tricky. Because if my mom's still on this live, she'd be like, go get a COVID test. You got a sinus infection. I'm like, Mama, I'm good. Because, like, honestly, in the last, I would say maybe for the last 2 weeks, you know, I've had things going on with my sinuses, but I also work outside. So I'm like, it's me being inside, outside, the weather being crazy for me. But other than that, like, I felt fine because to a certain extent, even though you listed off those symptoms, that to me, it feel like, you know, when you get your little head cold situation around the cold months for me. See, my mama said, correct, go get checked out. I didn't mean to skip nobody else's comments, but since she want to be seen so bad, comment. Thank you.
Hey, Mama D.
Literally.
So I feel like this. If you are feeling bad and fatigued, baby, you might need to go get checked out. But the thing is also, your body gonna let you know. You know, if you're feeling sore and stuff, you know, you just might need to get checked out then, because I have sinuses as well. So I can understand your stance on that, D. And I'm allergic to a lot of things.
So yeah, the side effects or the the side effects or the effects or the symptoms rather of this particular variant is so common that it's scary. Just like Dee was saying, you know, sinus infection. It's so common and it sounds just like, you know, the common things that we dealt with. That's what makes it scary because, you know, not thinking and people that's not really on the news, not on the radio, not really, you know, drilling into this disease and what it's doing, you know, you may wake up and be like, oh, I got the sniffles. You know what I'm saying? Take a Sudafed or take whatever it is you take and keep on moving and not realizing that this is something more serious. You see what I'm saying? And they just keep going until something happens. That's what's scary about it because you can't really detect. You know what I mean? Like when COVID first hit, you kind of knew I lost my taste, I lost my smell. But if they're saying that this is just regular like sinus type symptoms, a lot of people won't know. If it don't take them down, they won't know to go get tested.
Exactly.
And that's what's scary to me.
And is.
And even, you know, that's what's scary. Asymptomatic, you know, that's still a whole nother ball game. If you have
right. So, you know, it's just a scary thing, and we got to stay safe and protected. And I am not one. I was definitely not one to push the vaccine or get vaccinated. But now at this point, because I have children, whatever it takes to stay alive. You know what I mean? It's survival of the fittest these days. And it's just crazy because I saw a post on Facebook today where somebody said, dang, you know, what's going on? But like, seemed like everybody coughing. It seemed like the whole world coughing. And that's scary. You know, he's like, seemed like everybody got the sniffles or a cough or something. And that's true. You know, once I started just take a look at my own environment at work, everybody. You know what I mean? And I started getting paranoid. Right. So, I mean, it's a scary time that we're living in. So, you know, like I said, I was anti-vax, but I'm not going to say that any longer because, you know, it's survival of the fittest. Whatever it takes or whatever eases your mind and say, hey, I want to live, do that. You know.
Yes.
Hopping over to our comments, Ms. Yolanda, the Omarion is doing the most. People are not being safe at all. There are these large gatherings, no masks, going from place to place. There have been over 500 deaths in my state of vaccinated people from this new strain. Ashley, we were told by our medical directors that the Omicron has less severe symptoms but can still be deadly to others. It's a wild time out here. Yeah. I'm gonna skip over my mom, but this, if y'all ever see my mom post this is also periods. Okay, just so y'all can put that one together.
Yeah,
We got you, mama.
Yolanda said, yes, Mama D, Mama speaking back. Hey, hello, ladies. Thank you, Chris. Leave my cousin alone. Somebody got my back. Yolanda, this virus mixed with the season is so sketchy. You don't know if you have a sinus infection, upper respiratory infection, a common cold, or the flu. Staying safe is the best bet and in the house. Actually, all viruses and colds affect people differently, but the problem is people are ignoring these symptoms. It's developing into pneumonias, and in the worst case, even sepsis. We have so many people that still believe, move, Mari, this COVID stuff is a political hoax. That's scary too because ignorance is not bliss. Come get your grandson, Mama D. When it comes to health, absolutely correct. People, it was a Birmingham Bowl today, and they sold the whole protective.
It was sold out. Yeah, I worked 2 blocks from the Birmingham Bowl. 2 blocks I could walk to the bowl. 40,000 people. Sold out. I was so scared to get out of my car. I passed up getting out of my car. It was so many people.
Watch this outbreak, y'all. It's finna be one.
40,000 people sold out this morning.
Most people don't have severe symptoms with this strain either. That's the crazy part. You don't have to have bad symptoms yet. It's worse than others. And y'all telling me, oh, Mama said she on her way, y'all, to get this baby. So, Brandon, we'll see what she really talking about. You put that PTO in. All right. Girl, my cousin just told me she doesn't believe in COVID, and I had to believe. I'm not sure what that emoji means, but it's
that emoji is this face. Yeah. Yeah.
They have been shutting down schools left and right here, and that's another whole other aspect. These, I would say, going on 2 years now. How are our kids doing? I know they're having to do virtual, but again, we talked about these kids having to raise themselves doing virtual school. What's going on? Yeah. Like, what's going on? How are they, how are they progressing? How are their grades? Like, how are they holding up against their typical standards versus in-class scenario? But that's all our comments. Yolanda said that is the side eye, so we did guess right.
Yes, so I'm just telling everybody, just be safe, wear your mask, amp up your protection.
Wash your hands.
Sure you get your
elderberry. Yes.
Keep your hands washed.
Definitely hand washing.
We got another comment. Yes.
And stay at home. I mean, I stayed when COVID first hit, I stayed in the house for a whole year. My friends didn't understand. I was so paranoid. I wouldn't go anywhere. I went to work. I went home. Me and my dad were getting arguments because I didn't even want to go to the grocery store. I didn't want to buy groceries.
Walmart pickup been for real for me.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. So, and it's to the point where I feel like with this particular variant, they need to put our asses back inside for me and let's see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm afraid, and I said I don't want it to run me back in the house, but that's what it's about to do. Vaxxed or not unvaxxed, it's gonna run me back in the house because it's so scary. And like I said, it's so. And it's not that people are ignoring their symptoms. Like I said, it's people that everybody's not on social media. Everybody's not on the news. Some of these older people, they may just think they got, like I said, they woke up and their sinuses act up or they slept under the fan. Everybody's not really aware as they should be. So it's not so much as ignoring the symptoms, but, a lot of people are not as aware and as thorough on this new strand as they should be. So that's what makes it scary. And like I said, that's what, we need to limit our time out, limit our time around people. I know it's the holidays. It's about to be a new year. They had planned on doing the Georgia Peach Drop this year. They had stopped it. But because of COVID back on the rise, they canceled it again. Just, limit what you do. You know what I'm saying? I just think that it's still going to be there. Ain't nothing going nowhere in this world no time soon, until the government or whoever takes it away. Take your time and live and be safe and be healthy.
Absolutely. So we got a couple more comments and we will keep it pushing right along. I had a coworker say that COVID was a lot and this was an RN. Like, girl, you were hearing 10 to 12 codes a day last January like I was. You didn't see people actively dying, crying to me during their dialysis treatments because they were so scared and alone. Our emergency room at Princeton was literally turned into a makeshift intensive care unit for 3 weeks last year because there were no beds in the entire Southeast. Yolanda says why they opened these schools back up is beyond me. They haven't properly cleaned or ventilated the schools, proper sanitation stations, nothing, and they are mandating to wear masks. It's a shame. Chris says, knock on wood, I haven't come in contact with this crowd. I just thank God. Now that I'm driving over the road, I try my best to stay covered. And Chris, we definitely appreciate any and all truck drivers on the live because y'all really doing a lot, you know, food, cars, things to build homes, medical supplies, all that. So big shout out to you. Ashley says, and it's going to be right back like that, referring to it being shut down because people are so nonchalant and careless. These mamas didn't teach them to sing happy birthday while they wash their hands or cover their mouths when they cough or sneeze. And it shows. Mama said no more blowing out candles.
Fast. For real.
But you know, it's hard when the life as we know it, it's no longer as of 2 years ago. So it's still hard for people to adjust to this because life as we know it, our normal life, we didn't have to take such precautions with every move we make. So it is going to be hard for people to adjust and adapt. And you know what I'm saying? It's not really so much about what I didn't teach my children. It's about now saying, hey, this is what we got to do to survive. Because life as we knew it 2 years ago I don't think it's ever going to be that. So this is how we got to conform now is what I tell my children. You know what I'm saying? You know, what I didn't teach them. No, I don't think I ever told my kids to wash their hands for a certain amount of time. I told my kids to wash their hands so their fingernails came through. How long that took. You know what I'm saying? That might have took longer than the birthday song. You know what I mean? So it's just a matter of conforming whether we want to or not to this life, because life as we knew it and playing outside in the dirt and all the stuff we used to do, we can't do no more.
That's right.
We can't do it anymore. You know, they're polluting everything. You know, I remember back in the days, my parents, they used to eat dirt. We can't do things like that anymore because, you know what I'm saying? They're polluting everything. Everything is polluted. So we just got to conform to, you know what I'm saying? Life as we know it now. And not life as we knew it, you know.
Yes.
Actually, piggyback off of my mom's comment because don't breathe towards the cake, and I was like, listen, and it didn't register to me because I'm like, well, why am I not finna, blow out no birthday candles? I get it now,
right?
Because they breathe towards the cake. Yes, y'all stay safe out there. We appreciate y'all. Referring back to my comment towards Chris and the truck drivers, thank you so much. People don't appreciate truck drivers. I'm a truck driver.
Big shout out to the truck drivers.
Are empty
because y'all make it happen. Yeah.
The norm has changed, and Yolanda said that her children have had hand hygiene issues since they were small. They hate dirty hands in general. And Chris says, I saw a friend the other day before I left and didn't know how I wanted to greet him. Dap or fist bump is crazy. Absolutely.
Yep.
Got a couple more before we move along. This, unfortunately, will be the new normal for real because so many people go in public sick without masks and spread this more and more. It's sad because our children won't get to experience the things that we did as children. You better get him one of those handheld fans to blow them candles out.
No fan.
And Ashley says, yes, my baby gagged with her smash cake at her first birthday party. Mari just stuck his little hand on the side of his, and Yolanda says we bump elbows. Not a bad idea.
I ain't lying. All right, y'all. That gave me an exhaustion, honey. We're gonna move on. Yeah, baby, it's wild out here in these streets.
Yeah.
All right. Next subject. Ex-husband gives current husband an appreciation gift. Before we talk about it, let's watch the small video that I seen online, which even brought me to this situation.
gift.
I tell you how much I appreciate you. You know, this is a new journey for all of us. And, you know, blended family, you know, we make it the best. Obviously, we don't have upward moments, but, you know, we pushing through. And I can't express how much that I appreciate you. Like, you look after my kids as your own, and that means so much. So, there's stuff that I can't attend if you're there. You know, these videos, you know, you do from a car, and you know, you use the most for Jayla, you share her moments and everything. And like really words can't express how much I appreciate you. You know, as a being a father, you be like, man, I never have don't want to have someone, you know, looking after my kids and another man in my kid's life. You know, even like my best friend, like, hey, man, this is stuff you.
Ex-husband gifts current husband.
All right, so I just skipped to it. He bought him some J's.
The cool grays.
Yes.
That's what's up.
That is what's up, y'all.
That's what's up.
Like this.
That's what I was talking about earlier when I was saying about us coming together, being able to co-parent and, you know, get along. That's what's up. That's a prime example of what I was talking about.
Yes. And, you know, we don't have to really hear anything he has to say except for this is a blessing that two beautiful Black king men can come together and they can bring all of that brute down just to give each other props in a situation where we all three of us know that, honey, I've never even hardly ever seen anything like this in my life.
I know.
I've never. Chris, can you tell us a little bit more? Because I'm interested to see a male perspective. But I think you're our only guy. But tell us a little bit more. Respect, but hell no. Hey, Tori, I see you on here. Ashley says, honestly, this is so nice to see. My BD could never. For real, it's all about loving the kids and doing what you need to do to make their lives easier and happier. Mama D says that was manly, very much so. Because them shoes just came out not too long ago, and did you pay extra? To have people to add to your family is a wonderful thing. I love my daughter's stepmother and thank the gods for her. She's someone I trust with my daughter and her well-being. Finding people like that is a blessing. And Ashley says the more people to love my child, the better. But Chris, I am interested in seeing more of your perspective, if you don't mind.
Exactly.
I think that was very nice. Don't know if I'll ever see that, but hey, it's not for everybody.
It just brings me back to this feeling, and from what I see on the mainstream all the time about Black men always like this at each other.
Right.
We feel good to see that two Black men can put down the foolishness of it all. You had her, you didn't keep her. Hey, it is what it is. I don't know what happened. I don't mean that in a mean or derogatory way. But this man, he's with her now, and he treats your children well. That's something to be appreciated right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It just is.
I'm not saying I'll buy him no shoes, though. But that's just me. That's just me.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. If I was married and then I got a divorce and the new person stepped in and they were really nice to my children, I don't know if I would buy them some shoes or something, but I would do a nice gesture just to show my appreciation. I might not buy nothing, but I can go to them one-on-one and say, look, I really appreciate how you handle my children.
Right.
And this ain't got nothing to do with the ex because that is over. But yet it's still, there is still respect due in that situation because that's the woman that birthed your children. You should always have respect for that woman.
Always.
This new man has stepped in and he's treating your children well. Do you know how many stepdads and stepmoms mistreat their stepchildren?
Mm-hmm.
I was happy to see it. I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. I'm with you, B.
I'm definitely here for it. So Do we have any more comments on this situation?
We got comments. Yolanda, is it a pride thing? Saying we'll hear back from Chris. Actually, my mom and stepbrother's mom are besties, and it was much better for him growing up. I hope that me and my kids' future stepmother can get along the same way, and that one day my baby daddy can be cordial with my husband as well. Actually, I'll call you later. That's the grown man stuff there for real. I had forgot we was on air. Yolanda, my daughter's stepmother, and I used to hang out, have chats. She was a real friend to me. Ashley says, I love to see it for real. The job the new husband is doing is priceless. Okay. Yes, she was one of my best friends, and those are our comments for this section.
Okay.
All right, honey, but I appreciate it. I really get tired of seeing people at odds all the time. Like, let's get along. Let's find a way, because there is a way we can get along. All right, on to our next topic. Baby Blue, the singer from the hit group that had all the hits, is sentenced to 20 months for PPP loan fraud. Y'all remind me, Pretty Ricky. That's the name of the group.
Pretty Ricky.
That's the name of the group. And we know, just like everybody else in the world, that Pretty Ricky sold some records now.
Oh yeah.
So where are your residuals?
I feel like he's just being greedy and got caught.
Pretty much.
Him because that's why he got caught, because they know you got some money. They seen
greed, yeah.
And said, okay, we finna get him.
Greed. That sums it up in a nutshell.
Them PPP loans was not to ball out, okay? Like, in all honesty, can y'all give me one government? Can I get a PPP loan? I promise you, I'm gonna do the right thing, baby. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Can I get one?
Okay. I won't take a trip to Florida.
I'm definitely not going to Florida, baby.
Okay. Listen, I'm gonna make you do it and put an LLC behind his name. You hear me?
Exactly. Please believe it.
Like what?
Like, it's people like
I'm gonna make that PPP loan work for me for the long haul. I'm gonna put an LLC behind my name, put my name up on a billboard somewhere behind my business. It's gonna profit off itself for years to come. That's how you work that.
Exactly.
That's not for a vacation or for them new J's or for that new whip. No, you get that off the long haul, off the residuals, like she said, from that loan.
Exactly.
But
and people like myself and D that's out here grinding in the photography business, honey,
right?
We would love our own studio, government.
Okay.
Hook us up. Give us a PPP loan. We're gonna show you how to make it do what it do for real.
Right. Right.
I'm just saying, like, I missed it. Can you bring it back for me and D?
Right.
And Nakara.
Right.
And bring that thing.
Everybody, get your roll.
I'm just saying, because it's just been too many cases where people, honey, they done got it in. I seen one man, he bought Lamborghinis and such.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm talking about they done ball to the fullest, y'all.
You gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah, honey, listen. Yeah. One thing about the government, baby, they just don't play. They like the FBI.
They gonna find out. And if y'all think y'all finna get some of y'all taxes back, that's what they coming for next.
But the thing that gets me is that people that ain't even got businesses got PPP loans. Baby, how that happen?
Teach me how to scam or something.
Man,
how did that happen? Because baby,
I don't want it, because I don't want to be baby blue. No. So I pass on that. I don't want to be baby blue.
Facts. The facts of the matter. Well, really,
y'all keep that. I don't want to be baby blue. No.
Exactly.
Mari's upset because he cannot fit in one of my prop boxes from the photo shoot, which would be an empty box of diapers. So that's what's going on.
Oh, bless it.
Just to inform y'all on what's going on.
It's all good, honey. He just doing him.
I am so weak. Mama, come get your grandson.
Let's see, do we have any new comments? Let's see. All right, Miss Yolanda said he told the people he wasn't the only celebrity getting the PPP loans. He dropped tapes. No, nah.
What?
Hey, I'm sorry, but baby, if I go
all right,
down
Nino Brown.
Ashley said make some shake out of that 20K. And so many people blew them on bull crap. Big facts.
Man, I know people that got them 20K on Monday, and the next Monday they was borrowing $20. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, man.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Yolanda said, I know people that got like 50K off them loans and just went crazy. Trips, clothes, and whatnot.
Yeah. A lady in Montgomery, I remember they locked her up last year. She got $990,000. But I blame the government. I don't blame that lady. Because see, why y'all let that much money fly to one person? I blame y'all. Exactly. But she got $990,000, bought like two, 3 houses, all kinds of fancy cars, were taking trips, and they locked her up. But I'm saying lock the approval up, because who approved this $990,000 these 10 times, however many times she got it? That was on y'all.
Send them people up.
That's what I said. Some of this was a setup. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it was a setup. Because come on, man. Come on. You know, that's why I didn't get off into it. And I said, no, you know, is this, I had to sit and think, like, is this, what do I want to do? I want to keep working right now and grinding on the clock, because I don't know what it is I want to do. Because I don't want to be that person to say, well, hell, if they gave me 100, let me go for 200. Let me go for 300. You see what I'm saying? No, you won't get this. No, I'm not that guinea pig. No, y'all can keep that. Keep them 20. Keep them 5. You know what I'm saying?
They bring it back out. I'm going for it.
Hey, but you know, I got a lot of things on the side I can put an LLC behind. I ain't gonna say I ain't going for it. Okay. But you know, at the same time, in that situation where she got $990,000, I mean, really? Just the same social going through the system. So whose fault is that?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like
that's crazy.
Like you said.
Yeah.
Ashley said, and now they probably back broke and no steady income or money coming
in. Man, what you say?
A shame.
Yeah.
Yolanda said, show don't. Ashley said, people saying, give me 5K and you can have it. Like, no thanks. I'll take my chances with the extra 20K because I don't have a business. I ain't lying. Ashley said, bring me my nephew. Yolanda said,
I had to cut my mic off because he's over here showing out.
Yolanda said she should have bought then flipped them houses. Make it do what it do.
Okay, make it do what it do.
Baby, listen, Mr. Biggs already told y'all to put that stuff in y'all mama name now.
Put it in your mama name.
Y'all act like y'all don't know what to do.
Right.
Y'all done forgot the principles of making it happen.
It's more than one way to skin a cat, but that's another show.
Baby, I love when the old folks give us them sayings, baby. They always
okay.
You know what to say.
Right.
All right. Well, that pretty much concludes our show, but we do have some words of encouragement from D. You want to go ahead and spill that?
Have patience with your kids. That's the first thing. That was very much impromptu because we're practicing patience. Let's not be so quick to pop off next year. Let's practice something that I learned from Jeff. I don't know if he's still on, the power of silence. Everything does not deserve a reaction, whether it be negative or whether it be positive, because the moment you allow someone to get you out of character, you have lost your power of self-control. Yeah. And the next thing, something that I did with my assistant was we talked about the business goals, but we also set some financial goals and personal goals. So I encourage, you don't have to fall in line with you want to do this in the new year. set it for a couple of months, or in the month of January, you want to accomplish this, that, and the third. So I encourage everyone to set at least 1 or 2 goals for themselves that they want to see within the first 3 to 6 months of next year, and hold yourself to that. And go into the new year with a positive mindset. Let the negativity go, because that will bring you down. And where you're allowing negative energy to fester, you could be putting that into something positive and be producing something. So, put some energy into yourself and put it on paper.
Exactly. I 100% agree. And may I add, this is a real live show. This is not pre-recorded. And then guess what? I admire Dee. She is a real mother. She is doing her real thing in real time.
I don't know if you want to change clothes, if I need to change his diaper. Are you hungry again?
So, baby, look at him. We coming with the real. We talk about it on Tuesday.
Right.
And
we have our special mascot guest, honey, and he comes in sometimes, and it's all right. It's all right. Nakara, do you have anything to add about the motivational and the positivity for our guests going into the new year?
Yeah, one thing I want to say to everybody is the key word to getting ahead and getting along and getting anywhere is honesty. Okay? First, be true to yourself and be real with yourself, okay?
Yeah.
You can't be honest with anybody else if you can't be honest with yourself. So honesty is key. Be real with yourself so that you can be real with other people. Because as long as you're in denial of yourself and who you are, we all have flaws. We were born with flaws, okay?
Right.
But as long as you know how to work your flaws and be honest with your flaws and be honest with yourself, you can move forward. But as being adults, we too grown to lie. You don't have to lie to kick it about anything. So be real with yourself and be true in what it is you want to do. And be honest about it. When you approach people with your ideas or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Be approachable and be honest. You will get further and you will get more help.
That's right. That's right. And I'm just going to piggyback off of that and say, God did not create you to struggle, to have any type of problems in your life. They are going to be there because this is a real life that we are living. But you have the power to bring all of that to a head and make the best out of your life. And I'm speaking from experience, not from what nobody told me. So, Nikki Six, can you also tell the people where they can follow you at?
Yes, you can follow me on Facebook at Nakara Michelle. You can also follow me on Instagram at, am I Nikki Six on there? I can't remember B.
Yes.
So I'm Nikki Six on Facebook. Nikki Six on Instagram. Nakara Michelle on Facebook. B and I have a lot of things in the making that we will be, working on. So you guys just stay tuned. Please stay tuned because we have a lot to bring to you guys.
Thank you.
Trust and believe, we have plenty to bring to the table.
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to speak for Dee. Dee, you want to go ahead? Tell the people where they can follow you.
Why did I not know I was not muted? You can follow me on Captured by Destiny on Instagram, Captured by Destiny on Facebook. If I really like you, can follow me on DWLSN44 on my Instagram, but that's not for everybody because I am more so of a private person. But follow me on my business page.
There you go. You can follow me at Brandy Brown Media and Photography on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And you can also see the name, say B Brown the Revolutionary. I'm everywhere, all social media handles. So just, follow us. We're increasing and we're, bringing new ideas to the table. And we are all entrepreneurs and we have new things coming for the new year. And with that being said, I want to thank all our guests for coming in and kicking it with
Brandy,
us.
One more thing I want to add. They can also link to Diamonds in the Rough.
Yes,
that was a page that I started a while back that Brandy and I are going to start back incorporating, and we will be going live from Diamonds in the Rough as well. So you can look up Diamonds in the Rough and click that link and follow it on Facebook.
Yes, and before we head out, I'm going to go ahead and read our last little few comments because the people are the ones that make us pop. Thank y'all so very much for always coming through. So let me see where we where we need to get this started at. Let's see. Because baby, y'all be on them comments and I sure be
Yeah, they be on
them. Okay. Your mama name, your daddy name, and your baby name. Y'all know we were talking about putting them things in them folks' names. Sometimes people only seek a reaction, so responding is only giving them what they want. Exactly. Yes, I did all of this earlier today. I tell people all the time they have no power over me and how I react to things. Do not stress over things you cannot change. Exactly. Yep. Tougher than me. Yes. He want to say hi, little baby. Everybody, that's our mascot. That's our baby. Yes, Yolanda, you can't control other people or things that happen, but you can control you. And we have accountability. Yes, that should be the word of the day.
Yes, accountability is the key word.
Yes. Once I accept where I screwed up in situations, I could leave those rations in the past. Ooh, you said something. And as you can see, I just gave you where you can follow us, and you heard Nakara tell you where you can also follow her as well. And Yolanda ending it with period. People know how to push buttons, and when you control those buttons, the only person with the power is you.
It's you. That's right.
Yes, it's you. So once again, I want to thank y'all for coming in and kicking it with us. We will be back live with the new year, y'all. It's going to be 2022. Can y'all believe it, y'all? We done scooted through 2021.
Yes.
I mean, it seemed like it was pretty quick if you ask me, but hey, get those goals popping for next year. And
no doubt.
You ready to become that entrepreneur, do something that it is that you've never done, baby. Pray about it and move forward. Don't be scared. Sometimes you just got to jump in there.
Right.
Yes. And Mama D said, yes, new beginnings. So with that being said, I'm B Brown, the Revolutionary.
I'm Nikki Six.
That's Nikki Six.
And I'm D and Big Lori.
And yes. And we will see y'all next go round. And thank you everybody for tuning in.
All right. Peace.